Hello and welcome everyone. We are happy that we are all together again. In this class, we will start to see about the mechanical items. Well, these are all some of the common mechanical items that we are using for the mechanical projects. Anyway, there are some other items as well that will come depends on your project requirement. I have included the most common used materials with this presentation. Okay, so I hope it will be helpful before we start our BOQ preparation and the quantity takeoff. First, we are going to see about the HVAC item. As you know, for the HVAC, the major important thing is that the duct. Okay, duct will pass the air to your space or else your room. Okay, so we have three different type of duct. We have many type of ducts, but for the fresh air, as in the conditioned air supply, we are using these three kind of ducts. Okay, first one is GI, the next one is flexible duct, and the third one is PI duct. Well, for the GI, you can use this for low, high, and medium velocity and pressure applications. Okay, when it comes to flexible, you will use that only above your condition space. Okay, for the main riser, or else from the duct from the equipment, or else from the plant room, or else the branch duct, you will not use this flexible duct. Okay, you will only use this in your just above your condition space. Or maybe the length of this duct will be from 1.2 meter to 3 meter. Maximum it will be 3 meters. So above that you will not use this. Okay, majorly this duct will be useful only for the connection from the main duct or else main branch to the lower or else diffuser or else the grills. Okay, so this kind of items will have the flexible duct. Again, I'm repeating, the length, maximum length shall be 1.2 meter to 3 meter. Okay, and the next one is PI duct. Well, we will use this duct for the low and medium velocity and pressure application. Again, we will not use this for the riser and for the plant room, or else we can say like the hookup duct from the equipment. Okay, so the thing is that we will be using this duct for the main branch and also the branches as well. Okay, so totally these three kind of ducts are being useful. When it comes to GI, we have different gauges. Okay, I just want to tell you this. Well, if you want to know more about the duct installation, HVAC installation, complete installation procedure from the beginning to end, you can check out my other tutorial. Okay, I'll be explaining all the details about the HVAC installation, not only for the duct, for all the materials. Okay, so I hope that will be very helpful. In case if you are a fresher, that will be really helpful. That will give you some good understanding even if you are not before any construction site. Okay, so these are all the three major ducts. Okay, you can spot this duct in your drawing and you can measure the quantity as I discussed, or as I am going to discuss in my HVAC quantity takeoff class. Okay, as you can see, we have two other ducts as well, which is the fire rated duct. Okay, fire rated duct majorly useful for the car parking ventilation or else staircase pressurization unit or else in the basement. So these kind of areas we will be installing the fire rated duct. Okay, these ducts will not allow the fire to get out of the area of the duct. Okay, so it can be coated like this. Okay, like this it can be coated with the red color, or else it's not mandatory to coat. Okay, it can be non-coated as well. Okay, the fire rated duct generally will have 1.2 mm thickness. These also have 1.2 mm thickness, but when it comes to GI, the thickness can starts from 0.6 mm to it can go all the way up to 1.2. The PI duct, there are plenty of PI ducts are available. PI stands for pre-insulated duct. Okay, so when you buy the PI sheet from the supplier or else manufacturer, you yourself with the help of your ductman can fabricate this duct in your construction site. it will not take much time. Also, the price of this duct is comparatively low when we compare to the GI duct. Okay. The next one is duct fitting. Okay, so these are all the duct fittings available when it comes to GI. Okay, it is applicable to all the ducts. Okay, except for the flexible duct. Okay, flexible duct we will not use any fitting. We will simply join that with the main branch duct, and then we will connect it with the air distribution system, which is the lower or else air grills or else diffusers and all. Okay, we have different type of duct fittings available, as you can see in this picture. Depends on your drawing, depends on your area available on your construction site. You can choose any of these. Okay, as you can see, we have transition box, elbows, then we have T's. Okay, then we have cross. Okay, and we have like a plenum box. Okay, so these kind of fittings are available when it comes to the HVAC duct. Okay, so and these are all the dampers. As you can see, we will use the damper for the balancing, then shut off purposes for the HVAC duct system. Okay, we have sensors as well, as you can see in this picture. So this will be helpful if you want to measure the duct static pressure or else the airflow inside the duct. Okay, you can install these sensors as well, depends on the requirement, depends on the detail that they have mentioned in the drawing. The next one is air distribution products. Okay, we have different variety of air distribution products. We can see like square diffusers, round diffusers, swirl diffusers, egg red diffusers, then access doors. Okay, access doors also mandatory when it comes to ducts. Okay, in order to access if there is any maintenance issues. Then aluminum ducts, volume air damper, we have seen this already. Then aluminum tape. Okay, apart from this there are some other air distribution products as well. Okay, but mostly these are the air distribution products which are all being commonly used. Okay, if you want to know more about the air distribution product, you can simply refer your local manufacturer or supplier data catalog. Okay, you will get to learn about more and more products. Then HVAC items. Well, once you pick the duct, you will join the duct, right? So for that you will be needing the fasteners as in the nuts, bolts, then flanges. Okay, anyway, the duct suppliers themselves will give you all those fasteners in order for the installation. So once you install the ducts, you will be installing the insulation. Okay, thermal insulation. Okay, thermal insulation you will be installing over that duct. Okay, so those thermal insulation, how you will install it? Well, definitely we need some adhesives to stick that insulation over the duct, right? So we will be using these adhesives for that glowing purpose. Okay, so we have some adhesives for the insulation. Then we have sealant, like for example, if when you fabricate the duct, maybe there is some leakage from any joints. Okay, so in those areas we will be using sealant. This is a sealant. Okay, this is a type of sealant. Then we have duct tape. Once you put the insulation over the duct or else around the duct, you will use the duct tape for the tightening purpose. Okay, so that the insulation will be completely sticked up with the duct. Then after that we have coating, duct coating, which we will be using for the vapor protection. Well, we will be using another material called canvas cloth. So but in some cases that's not mandatory. Again, it depends on your project requirement. If they mention any details about the vapor protection barrier, mean you have to provide this canvas cloth. Okay, so this canvas cloth will be wrapped around the duct insulation. Typically when you are going to wrap the canvas cloth around the duct insulation, you will dip the canvas cloth inside this vapor barrier protection. Then you will make that as a vapor barrier protected canvas cloth, then you will wrap it around. Okay, so even before you wrap the canvas cloth, you have to dip that inside. Okay, inside inside this vapor barrier compound. The next one is insulation. As I explained earlier, we need insulation for the duct. Okay. Then the next one is aluminum cladding. Well, we will be needing this in case if you are installing duct in the outdoor environment. Okay. So you have to provide the aluminum cladding in the outdoor environment, especially if your outdoor air requirement is insanely high. Maybe in some cases you will be installing the aluminum cladding for the plant rooms as well. So it depends on your project requirement and the project specification. You will specify or else you will add this material as well. Okay. The next one is supports. Okay, for the duct there are plenty of supports available. This is not the only support that you are going to use. Anyway, we are going to use plenty of other supports as well. Well, we can use this kind of support for the duct, and there are some other ducts and there are some other supports as well. And for the pipes also we are using this kind of supports. Okay, so if you want to know more about the ducts and supports, you may visit your local manufacturer or supplier website. They will have this data sheet or else their catalog where you can find the different variety of the duct supports and hangers. Okay, the next one is pipes. We have copper pipes and we can use the GA pipes as well. Okay, for the copper pipes mostly we'll be using for the DX type system. We know what DX type system means. Again I am repeating. Well, if you are fresher main, I will definitely recommend you to go and check out some other videos like HVAC installation complete package, which I will be explaining about the HVAC installation procedure for the HVAC materials. Okay, so I would definitely recommend you, especially if you are a rusherman, please go and check out. Okay, or else if you are from other trade like civil or electrical, I know it will be a little complicated for you to understand. Go and check out that tutorial first. Okay, so that you will get, so that you can pick up little faster. Okay, so we have copper pipes here. Again, the copper pipe will depends on, again, the selection of copper pipe will depend on your pipe size. Okay, again, that's a technical term which is related to the design, which I'm not going to explain it in here. Then we have GA pipes. GA pipe mostly we will be using this for the chillers. Okay, chiller, most of the cases you'll be using the black steel pipe or else carbon steel pipe. In some cases, for example, when it comes to water cooled chiller or else when it comes to district cooling plant, you will be using the GA pipe. This GA pipe will be useful mostly for the outdoor application, as in if you are transferring water from condenser to the cooling tower, you will be installing these pipes. Okay, the next one is black steel pipe. As I explained earlier, for the chilled water system mostly will be using the black steel schedule 40 pipes. Okay, so this pipe will have 4-meter length or 6 meters length as well. So depends on your requirement. You can just simply send an inquiry to your supplier and you can get the quotation. Okay, then we have pipe fittings as well. There are plenty of pipe fittings available, as in we have coupler, we have reducers, we have end block. Okay, then we have elbows, we have nipple. Okay, we have union, then we have T. Okay, so these kind of fittings are available when it comes to pipes. So mostly when it comes to these fittings, you will be using the malleable iron or else the ductile iron fittings. Okay, for the pipes, for this black steel pipes when it comes to chilled water application. Then when it comes to copper, we will be using the capillary joints. Okay, or else when you prepare the, maybe when you prepare the quantity takeoff for the internal purpose, you have to add all these items, like what are the fittings that you need. Okay, so those kind of items also shall be added. The next one is valves. Okay, there are plenty of valves available, as you can see in the any chiller or chilled water drawings. Okay, there are plenty of valves available when it comes to HVAC system. So not only valves, there are some other gauges, some other sensors also may be required. So it depends on your drawing availability, depends on your project specification. You have to add all these items with the respective to the diameter of the pipe. Okay, there are plenty of valves like gate valve, butterfly valve, then check valve, then balancing valves as in DRVs, PICVs. Okay, then there could be strainers, then air vent valves, drain valves. Okay, there are plenty of valves available when it comes to chilled water system. You have to select based on your drawing. Okay, so these are all the HVAC items mostly we are using. And also I forgot to explain you this. When it comes to pipes, we will be insulating these pipes as well. Okay, so as you are going to insulate the HVAC ducts, you have to insulate the HVAC pipes as well, right? So you will be providing the rubber insulation or foam insulation, depends on your project specification. If you want some cheap insulation, you can go with the rubber insulation, or else if you want some good insulation with some good thermal efficiency, you can select the foam insulation, or else maybe fiberglass insulations as well. Okay, so this insulation also shall be considered. And then again we are going to apply the vapor barrier, means we have to consider the canvas cloth. Then if you are going to install these pipes outside outdoor environment, when you have to consider the aluminum cladding. Okay, these kind of details, minor details, shall be considered when you do the quantity takeoff for the HVAC items. Okay, so again, this is the end of this class. So these are all the items majorly we will be using in our HVAC project. Again, there are some other specific items as well that depends on your project nature. There are some other materials like the sleeves, then paddle flanges. Okay, these kind of materials will be installing even before the we start to install these pipes and what are the materials that we have specified here. Okay, thank you. This is the end of this class. In our next class we will start working on our HVAC quantity takeoff. Thank you.